Hey everybody, and welcome to Mission Date Night.
Hello.
Your wonderful host here with you. I am Dr. Rob Alex.
Hey everybody, Dr. Janelle Alex here. And yes, being Frisky Friday, we are kind of doing, I don't know, I want to say something somewhat edgy. And nothing came to my poor brain. I'm like, well.
Nothing edgy today, evidently.
No, maybe it'll get friskier as we go.
There you go. Hey.
But of course, we are recording a video for you, obviously, for those of you watching the video. And for the rest of you that are just listening, this is going to be also shared on the audio podcast, of course, at Mission Date Night over at iTunes and Podbean. So, we're, see, there's naughty words and phrases in my head, and they're just not, still not. Like, what happened? It's all that conversation we recently just had with Sean Lee about dirty talk, and I'm like, oh, see, I'm failing.
I've got enough dirty talk for the both of us, but I won't be whipping it out here on the show.
So, okay, so it's Frisky Friday.
It is Frisky Friday.
We have a couple of interesting things to talk to you about, as you can see, for those of you that can see. And if you can't, and if you're just listening on the podcast, then go over to Mission Date Night TV over at YouTube, and you can see. But we do have a I Rub My Duckie,
yes.
Little item that came from, what is it, Big T's Toys?
Big T's Toys. I love saying that. Big T's Toys.
You have that big voice.
Yes, I do.
So we'll be talking about that and giving a review on that here in a little while. However, we are going to talk about an interesting thing that, Rob, you came across a couple of days or so ago.
Yes, I was scanning the internet, as I so often do, Facebook, whatever have you.
You never work, right?
But I saw this video, and it was like there was a picture of an on-off switch, and then they started showing a replica of a penis, and I was like, what is this? So I dove in a little farther.
Just flip, it's because they say that about girls. Just flip the button and it's turned on. Now that what you're saying is that you can do that to the guys, but that's not it, is it?
No, it's actually a way to, it's a form of birth control for men where it shuts off the sperm flowing into the seminal fluids so that you can have sex and not get anybody pregnant if you don't.
And I know when Rob told me, I was like, well, that's really, really great because the pill, it messes with women's hormones. It's just not a cool thing. I was on it for years, but it's not a cool thing. However, I was like, how are you going to flip this switch? What if you bump it? Whoopsie, sorry.
Yeah, and it looks just like a kind of like a light switch. And it's embedded inside you, as I'm pointing inside you.
Yeah, you go down here.
And when I first saw it, I was like, okay, yes, it's a switch. Well, that, like Janelle said, it could get bumped, and you could, but there's a safety valve, a safety release for the switch on there. So if you flip it one way, you have to press another button.
This way you don't have a misfire.
Yes. So I thought that I dove in a little more, and one of the fascinating things I found out about this was that it was designed by a carpenter. It was not designed by, a doctor or anything like that. Well, he was probably thinking about the switches that they use with electricity and things like that. And he's like, why couldn't we have this as a form of birth control for the gentleman out there?
So, so it's actually within you have to turn it off or on. It's within the skin of the scrotum. And so you can turn it off. It just literally looks like pretty much a light switch in a sense.
Yes,
and then to turn it on, you have to be from both sides because you have to have that safety release button and then turn the switch back on to have that potentiality of having babies.
Yeah, and it's just a wonderful thing because, every time you want to make love, you necessarily don't want to run the risk of having a baby. You might want to later on. So like a vasectomy is, it can be reversed, but it's a much more difficult process. This is a very simple process. Just, flip a switch.
Well, and a lot of guys don't want to go through the vasectomy. They're like, for whatever reason, they don't want to. And for women, to have your tubes tied, that can cause a lot of problems. I've had personal friends, as well as just the stories and of people. It has a really a negative effect because it kind of has an impact on hormones and just all kinds of stuff. And then so many of the other birth controls don't work that are out there, or sometimes they don't work. It's a little easier We just saw that there was, speaking of Facebook again, but I think, or maybe it was Instagram, I don't know, but you showed it to me. But it was the mom that was trying to be the cool mom, and she left her son a note and saying, hey, if your girlfriend comes over and if you guys get a little happy or whatever it was she said, however she said that, here, use this. But she put a push pin right through the condom, the package, right in the center of the note on the bulletin board. And it's like, wait a minute, now you're going to be grandma if they get busy.
And we're hoping that was a little tongue-in-cheek, kind of a little humor thing, and it wasn't somebody's actual mom doing that. And hopefully the young man was smart enough to go, hey, if you push a pin through my condom, it's not really going to work that well.
Probably not. So, lots of things to think about, but what if? I mean, what if this is a possibility? Because there's been, for a while, there's been this idea, well, why can't we have birth control, better birth control for guys, so that you don't have, because obviously when you're practicing safe sex and it's more than just about preventing pregnancy, then yes, there's obviously other reasons to have a condom, or the female condoms in that sense that are out there. That's rather important.
Yes.
But when you're just trying to prevent pregnancy, there are so many other options, and more are coming to light. And this one, I don't know how I feel about it, even as a woman. It's kind of, because they got to go in there and they got to do some stuff. And,
yes, they got to mess with your manhood. And but yes, now it's just getting tested. It's going to be tested this year, so this is not on the market. No. Available just to go down to your doctor and say, hey, I want this little switch put in my penis and make it shut off.
Go there.
But I'm just saying that's what some people would run down and say, hey doc, I want this, and the doctor would be like, what are you talking about?
What kind of doctor are you going to?
But I just want to say that the possibilities are expanding as we get more technology. Maybe down the road it'll be on Bluetooth, so you don't even have to press the button. You just kind of say, sperm off, and it jing, shuts everything down.
Whip out your phone, hey Siri, or whatever, or your watch, I don't know. Hey Siri, no babies. Or hey Siri, yes baby. That could be like this competition though. Because then your wife would be like, no Siri, hey Siri, babies, and you'd be like, no Siri, no babies. And I don't know. Make sure you set it up so it's voice activated to your voice, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things running through my mind right now, and but yeah, but it's a very interesting concept. It is fascinating that they're being, and it's kind of scary in a way too, because I grew up watching Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman, and they were part robot, if you will. But is this not really coming to fruition? If we can shut those things off with a switch, now it's kind of interesting where the world's going.
Well, I'm the one that keeps saying, Rob, as you know, that I'm like, oh, can't we just have my driver's license, my phone, my money, all that stuff right embedded under the skin? I don't want to carry a purse. I don't want to carry the phone, the wallet. I don't want to carry any of it. And I know that would completely freak somebody out. A lot of people out there are like, they'll track you and all the conspiracy. And I'm like, seriously, it just would be so much easier. I understand the other side. I see that, it'd be a little weird. But I still, it would just be easier. So I don't know, maybe.
And then
it would
the criminals would be out there cutting people's hands off. They'd have a whole keychain of hands.
No. You never put it in the same location. You might be at the grocery store and you have to do one of these. Put your foot up on the counter. I don't know. So they don't know what to cut off.
Yeah. And I'm not one to see people backing their butts up to the cash register and being like, doot.
That might not be the doot that I wanted to hear.
Payment not accepted.
You melted the
but
thing.
So you have to think, when we think about that, even embedding things in our bodies, you have to think, well, where would they put them? Like Janelle said, you could put them someplace else, but then does it make it a hassle to pay, if you have to scan it across the thing
on my elbow, and I have to do this when I pay. I don't know.
But
so yeah, hey, I didn't say I was going to invent it. I just said, there's got to be something that it would be easier to do. They have the Apple Watch, which would be great, but right now you still have to have it with your phone. I know we're completely off the whole frisky thing here. Whoopsie.
Yes, well, it's still a little frisky.
Wait, I'll make it friskier because our friend Laura Korn has her new app coming out.
Yes, she
and
does.
I think this is actually, I think it is either today. I think it's today that it actually launches. And so that's 101 Nights of Great Sex is an app now. So those of you that know the book 101 Nights of Great Sex, and if you don't know it, there you go look it up. But she has the app coming out, so there you go.
It's one of those things, you know. We're so happy for her. We know she's worked for a while on getting this out, and it's finally perfected. So I can't imagine how excited she is. So, you know, kudos to you, Laura Korn.
Yeah, absolutely. Just had email communication with her a little while ago. So, so we're excited about that. So there you go. We made it friskier for you. Go check out and you can have the app on your phone or on your watch, whatever. Technology, I love it. We have to talk about the rubber ducky.
We do. It's Rub My Duckie.
Well, I know.
I Rub My Duckie is the name of it, from Big T's Toys again. Yes. Let's get this baby out.
So those of you, again, I know those of you listening on the podcast are like, what? I can't see it. So get over to YouTube and Mission Date Night TV. It just looks like a rubber duck, the little rubber ducky that you would have in your bathtub for your kids or whatever. But it's not quite like that.
Yes, it is waterproof. You can play with it in the tub, but you can play with it in the tub many different ways. Yes,
it vibrates. Let's just put it that way. Where does it? Because I haven't played with it at all. We turned it on, and then we haven't had a chance to really play.
But you can see it.
Can you hear it vibrating?
And there's I think there's 3 different speeds.
So it's quite interesting because if you think of a rubber ducky, there are different areas of the ducky that so you could get different sensations. You could just rub your shoulders with it. On my shoulder. Wait,
the company has a whole video out on how you can do a massage with the ducky, and they encourage you to get 2 duckies so you can hit both sides of the body at the same time. Which we do have 2 duckies, so we might have to try the massage with the duckies in that manner.
I don't know how to turn off my ducky.
I think you just hold the ducky.
I did hold my ducky. Now the ducky's going really fast now. Woo!
There you go. Ducky is off. But as you can, like Janelle said, it just looks like a rubber ducky. I mean, technically, your kids could play with this in the tub.
Technically. But if you play with it first, please make sure you've washed your ducky. Please. It's just weird. So anyways, our bathtub is actually in our kids' bathroom, and so we haven't played with ducky yet. So that's on our list of items. And the kids are going to be like, what are you guys taking a bath for?
But it's an interesting concept. It's taking something that's a staple in a lot of households and turned it into a more useful device.
Well, what I like about it, too, is the fact that it is something that you can have sitting out in your bathroom. No one's going to think anything about it. If Grandma comes over and she happens to see it, or if she happens to figure out that it vibrates, perhaps she's only going to think, well, that's just really cool for the kids. How nifty. Why does it vibrate? Well, it moves across the water better, Grandma. Oh, that's really neat. Or Grandma, well, I don't want to go there. Grandmas should be able to still have sex, too. I just don't want to think about that. My grandma's dead, so I don't.
Well, and one of the things that...
We're moving on. I'm so sorry.
One of the things that I really love is it is just the classic. I mean, it is the classic rubber ducky. They didn't do anything special to it. They didn't distort it in any way. So, like Janelle said, you can leave it sitting out and everybody's just going to think it's a rubber duck.
And, most people walk into your bathroom, they're not even going to pick it up.
Yeah.
So then you didn't go, whoopsie, we left that out. The kids found it, or like I said, Grandma or Uncle Ed or somebody found it. So it's no big deal. And it's really an interesting concept. And here's the thing. I mean, this is, we have the classic one as I'm stroking I'm rubbing my ducky.
You are rubbing my Never mind. It's Frisky Friday. You can rub my ducky.
They can? Oh, no.
You can.
Okay. I was like, we don't share with others. Sorry. It's okay if you all share together, but yeah, we don't do that. No, they have the different ones. They have like the pirate one, and they have like the little devil.
You could have a whole crew of duckies.
That's right. So they have some really neat ones. They're different, and you can check those out, of course, as we said, over at Big T's Toys. Now, T's is with a Z,
yes.
So it's TEAZE. But BigT'sToys.com, and check out all their stuff. But check out their I Rub My Duckie. Yeah. It's I Rub My Duckie.
And I mean, this is one of those presents you can give to your partner, and they might not know the secret benefits of it until later. So you could give it to them for their birthday. It's like, oh, this is nice. next time I take a bath, I'll have a Rub a Duckie. And then later on, you can explain to them what it really does.
So in a way, this is one of those gifts that you can give to your partner in front of family, kids, wherever. At the same time, it wouldn't take that long to figure out, wait, that thing vibrates. But it's possible that you could share that in front of others and it not be a big deal.
So, one of the things that we love doing on the Frisky Fridays is sharing more items. And I'm telling you, we are getting a lot of items in that we're going to be sharing with you guys. And, it's amazing that we can share them with you and help you have a better and more exciting love life. Or just a life in general, depending on what the item is. And it really touches my heart that we can do this with you guys and, be that person that might help, take your love life to the next level in that manner.
We actually, before the show today, a couple of packages arrived. We were like, ooh, and we opened them because we didn't know what was in them. So we have some other things lined up, and we actually have some other things upstairs that in our bedroom that we still have not talked to you about. So we've got the next few Fridays completely covered. There is no doubt.
Yes.
So you have to check back and find out what else we have to share with you and so forth and so on. And of course, we pretty much only tell you about things that we really think are neat. If we get something that we're like, yeah, we don't, go, oh, that really sucked. We don't do that. We just go,
Yes, we're very positive people, and we tell the people when they send items in that if we don't like it or don't think it'll benefit our listeners out there, that we just won't review it, because we're not going to come on and go, oh, this sucked, don't ever buy this, because that's not right for us, because somebody out there might find it enjoyable, somebody out there might find it pleasurable.
So we like to recommend the things that we like or we think are great quality, great company, those types of things. That's what we try to recommend. So
yes.
Ducky, you guys can't see it if you're just listening, but he's floating in front of me. I'm not sure what he's doing. So we have to wrap up today, I realize.
Well, I have to do one thing before we leave here, and this Rub My Duckie, that's quacktastic. I had to do it. If you know me, I'm Adam Sandler fan. Go watch Billy Madison, and you'll understand.
It's not chlorophyll, it's chlorophyll. Okay, so lots and lots of great fun stuff. I can't wait to talk to you again, of course, Sunday. So we have, Sacred Sexy Sunday. We kind of tweaking.
Sexy Sunday.
Yeah, it's like, it's those two words for a lot of people. As much as we teach, still they go, what? Sex and spirituality can go together? Well, yeah, so we have Sacred Sexy Sunday. So we're doing a lot of that and sharing a lot of that on Sundays, as well as giving you that overview of what's coming up for the week. So we will be sharing that. In the meantime, we need to give you a mission. Rob, I'm going to turn the tables today. You want to give everybody a mission?
I am going to give everybody a mission. I want you to go check out Big T's Toys, check out the Rubber Duckies, and look around your house. I want you guys to look around your house and what kind of items, just the normal items, can you bring into your intimacy tonight? Be safe always,
right.
Be very safe and careful. But, is there something that you can give a massage with? We have some, even just like, oh yeah. But is there something,
his shoulders.
But if there's something out there that, can really benefit your lovemaking, maybe it's just some music in your room. Maybe it's, a different lighting. Maybe it's, even just a meal or something that you would consider an aphrodisiac. But look around your house and go, what can I make? What in our house can we use to improve our lovemaking tonight?
That was a really long mission.
That is a long mission, but I think it's a good one. And I think you guys will find lots of things that can improve your lovemaking and your love life around your house.
All right, everybody. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to check out BigTsToys.com, as well as find something different in your house that you could use in your relationship, in your romantic relationship, somehow. Find something. And for those of you that are watching, or not watching, excuse me, there's a duck. I must be in the tub because the duck's going around and around. I feel like I'm burning at the
You know what? I can't believe that you didn't even ask me to do the Donald Duck voice today.
I don't know who's around now. Yes, I don't know. Don't ask. I just think it's really cute, sexy, fun, playful when he does it. And I'm always like, do the Donald Duck.
See, there's one of those things you can find around the house. Just your voice. I can improve your lovemaking.
Well, some of you, I can't do voices. I'm terrible at it. Now, I want to get back to the mission. So the last part of your mission, of course, is to subscribe to Mission Date Night, the podcast, either at iTunes, follow us at Podbean, or, of course, if you're watching Mission Date Night TV, then for heaven's sake, subscribe here so you don't miss those. whatever the case may be. Make sure you do that. And gosh, I don't know, just have a great time and enjoy life. I'm Dr. Janelle Alex.
And I'm Dr. Rob Alex, telling you to duck on.
Duck on. Duck off, duck on. Hey, everybody, will you accept your mission?